What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday, and welcome to Beyond the Rider, episode 42 with the man, the myth, the legend, the military biker. And just as an FYI, if you're listening to the podcast version of this and all my other motorcycle content is available on my Bride the Biker YouTube channel. So what is going on, sir? Welcome to the show.
Cheers, Bri. Appreciate it, mate. How's things?
Oh, it's good. How are you?
Yeah, can't complain, mate. Can't complain. Not too bad. Obviously, all the better for seeing you today.
Oh, go on. Flattery will get you everywhere. So Denver is running late. We're it's gonna be in his permanent record, but I'm gonna have to hire an HR department at this point. I don't know what's going on with my co-host, but
Nice.
oh, Farley Fatboy Jr.'s in the house. Dallas is here. Mike will bike. Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We appreciate it. And yes, we will cover the glassing. We will make sure that we get full in-depth understanding of what a glassing is. Oh, the Beard's here. What up, the Beard? So I guess before we get into it, tell us about you. Tell us a little about your channel, where you're from, what do you do?
Obviously, the clue's in the title. Really, I military biker up. Spent the last 25 years in the British Army, and I've just recently retired. So I'm now technically a veteran, if you will. And I was in the Royal Armoured Corps, so all my career was spent on main battle tanks. Challenger 2 main battle tanks is what I spent most of my life on. And like I said, I've recently retired. I am from Liverpool in the UK, hence the weird accent. And I, funnily enough, got posted to Canada because the British Army have the biggest base outside the UK here in Alberta in Canada. And I was lucky enough to stay for 7 years and transition out of the army into civilian life over here in Canada. So I now got my own house, as it were, for the first time in 25 years after living in service families accommodation, which is normally a hellhole situation. But yeah, it's all good, man. It's life works out quite nice and has worked out quite nice. And now, like I said, I'm a veteran now and I've got a civvy job. I work for a drone company.
Oh, very nice.
Manager, so yeah,
that's a high tech field for sure.
Yeah, it is. It's good, and especially right now. It's sort of ramping up right now with everything going on in Eastern Europe. It's certainly busy. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's a weird time for sure.
Yeah.
So I guess the question that we usually start with is, so what got you into riding? Were you a lifetime rider? Did you start later in life?
Do you know what? I think it's when I was a young lad in Liverpool, being a Scouser and from Liverpool, UK, everybody would have we call them scramblers, dirt bikes,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody would start on those as a young age, and they'd rip them across the school field and completely destroy the grass on the school field, doing donuts and all that shit. So got into that as a really young age, really, just through peer pressure, and it's like when you're kids,
Sure.
teenagers, all that sort of crap. So and I just sort of carried on from there. Did me license in the army on the old Harley-Davidsons that we used to have in the British Army many moons ago. And then I've just carried on from there. And obviously when I came to Canada, I give it I had a little break for a while. I was in the UK just with being on tour and not having time to be out on the bikes and everything that was going on in the world. So I had a little break, and then when I got to Canada, I decided to take up get back on two wheels, and the rest is history, as it were. Been
nice.
Here in the last 7 years. I bought a gorgeous baby blue Suzuki Boulevard to begin with. Absolute monster of a bike, gorgeous looking bike.
What size was it? Which size boat?
It was the 800, so it was a C50.
Okay, because I had a C90. It was an intruder, but it was the beginning of the C90s.
Yeah, nice. Great bikes, man. Absolutely fantastic bike. Gorgeous looking bike. And in the end, I got the itch for a Harley, and I didn't realize at the time that in the UK, Sportsters are all a thing, right? If you buy you buy a Harley in the UK, 9 times out of 10, it's a Sportster, because obviously UK roads, smaller roads, less places to go. As you can't really go long touring in the UK, as it were. So I ended up buying the Sportster, and I called it the Spitfire because everything was flames on it, literally down to the bloody bolts had flames on it. The wheels were flames. And for those of you guys that have seen my channel, Scouse is a riding legend. Fucking hell. Yeah, and I got rid of that. Literally, I thought to myself, after 25 years, I thought I'd treat myself to a tour at a bagger, and I ended up getting a 2021 Street Glide Special in Boulevard Red. So I'm happy. I've got the bike that I've always wanted.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Now, did you have a problem transitioning from the shaft drive to a belt? Because for me, it was a little weird at first.
Not really. I mean, I noticed a slight difference, but I mean, you know yourself, probably once you've been out on a bike once or twice, you don't even notice it anymore.
Yeah.
You know where you go, and but not really. I mean, the problem I had with the shaft on the Boulevard was if you didn't take that off and grease it every sort of every other riding season or whatever, it would end up actually taking the teeth off the shaft itself, and that's what happened to me when I was out on the road in the middle of nowhere. I lost all drive on the Boulevard, and obviously I'd the guy who had it before me hadn't bothered greasing it up, so Christ knows how long it hadn't been done. So yeah, and ended my riding day for that day. But anyway, yeah. But no, I didn't really feel a difference, mate. If I'm honest, after like you said, after a while it just goes and turns into a blur.
Yeah, I was surprised because I had a KLR when I bought the Intruder, and it was a big difference going to like that cruiser bike, but I was surprised that Intruder, and mine was carbureted, so it wasn't the best as far as power, but it was a sweet bike.
Yeah, they are nice. I mean, they're called Intruders in the UK as well, and obviously the Boulevard's over here. Exactly same bike, just a different name. But yeah, no, it was a gorgeous bike. I do wish I had a bigger engine on it at times. Like I said, it was only 800, and let's be honest, an 800 in the UK is massive. It is. So it didn't enter my head at the time that you'd actually need a bigger bike out here for longer road trips and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, do I miss it a little bit? It was a great looking bike, but now I've got that in the garage, the 21 Street Glide. I don't miss it anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say, once you go to a bike like that, that's especially with just the aftermarket as you're seeing already with the parts available.
Just unreal, man. Just everywhere you turn, and is just a different add-on, a different bit you can put in, different bit you can take off and swap over, and it's never ending. I mean, the missus said to me, when I first bought it, was, "Oh, what do you need to do to that bike now?" And naively and sort of mainly to appease the missus, I went, "Oh, nothing. It's ready to go. It's fine, absolutely fine." And obviously, a month, 2 months down the road, it's like spend money. So, yeah. Grease my shaft, big boy. Nice.
Yeah, the beard's flirting with you already. I mean, we're not even into the show already.
He always does, man. He's a big flirt, his beard, man.
He is. And I guess it's funny because everybody complains about you buy a Harley and then you rip everything off and replace it. But I won't lie, that's half the fun. Because who wants to be the guy on a stock Harley?
Mate, who wants to be the guy on a stock anything? Let's be honest, regardless of what it is, you're going to rip the crap off it and update it to make the bike your own. You don't want to be riding somebody else's bike. Let's be honest.
No, not at all. I mean, that's just absolutely not.
Love me some British biscuits. It's on the go tonight. He's even got the caps on, look.
He's yelling at you, it looks like. Jeez.
At least he knows where the caps is this time.
That's good.
He's a bit of a techno monger.
So you were pretty much. When did you go in the military? Then you went in the military as soon as you could, I assume, right? 18,
yeah, literally. I left school at 16, I think it is, over there in England, and then I spent just shy of a year in an apprenticeship. Got myself a little apprenticeship before I left, and if I'm honest, mate, I think something was missing, and I was bored. And I think my family's got a long history of military. Being in the military, from the RAF to the Army to the Navy. So it was only sort of natural that, I followed in the footsteps of my family, really. Sure. My granddad fought it. My great granddad fought in World War I. My granddad fought in World War II. My dad was in the Army. So it was almost like, it was just a progressional thing to do, really. And I don't regret it one bit. I really don't.
That's awesome. So were you always a tanker at that point, or did you? Did you progress into that?
Yeah, no, I joined the Red. Well, like I said, I was in the Royal Armoured Corps, but my regiment was the Royal Scots Dragoon Guards. So it was a Scottish regiment, and we were always on Challenger 2 main battle tanks. When we deployed all over the world, whatever was a war we went, apart from Afghanistan, because our tanks are too big and the supply chain for one of those is gigantic. Okay. So we didn't go to that. Well, we didn't. We went there, but we didn't go on tanks. We went on other vehicles. But yeah, man, it was a one hell of a wild ride. And those guys that obviously that have been in the military and served will know it's a career of ups and downs, and some of the best mates you'll ever make in your life, and some of the worst shit you'll ever go through in your life. But then when you look back on it, it's almost like you'll never change it, regardless of what happened. You'll never change it.
Sure. I mean, everyone I know that served says the same thing. It's that camaraderie, it's that brotherhood of being in the service.
Absolutely.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you couldn't really bring a tank to Afghanistan.
Well, other countries did. This is the thing that annoyed the life out of me, because I was itching to go, and other countries did. They took the Leopard 2 over there.
Okay.
And because ours is so heavy, and then, like I said, compared to Leopard 2s, and the supply chain for a Challenger 2 main battle tank is gigantic compared to the European Leopard 2. But yeah, I wanted to go, man, so bad in the tank, but it never came off, unfortunately.
That's interesting. That's got to be wow. Yeah, I can't imagine riding around in one of them. It sends up my claustrophobia right away.
Yeah, it does get quite claustrophobic. I mean, you get used to it, and especially when you close down, you shut all the hatches, and you're in there with your other three mates, who a driver, an operator, the guy who loads the gun, and a gunner. And obviously, I was the commander. And best thing about a Challenger 2 main battle tank is it's got a kettle in it. It's got a kettle built into the tank.
Does it really?
Yep. So you can make a cup of tea anywhere you want.
Interesting. So I have to ask. So what's your go-to brand of tea?
That's a good point. Probably
because I want, when I think of tea, I think of Earl Grey, but I know that's an American thing.
Yeah, that's not tea, man. That's just
See, I set you up. Just trash me. Go ahead.
I'd probably there's a couple of brands in the UK. There's Yorkshire Tea, there's PG Tips, and Tetley. They're probably it's normal. It's English fist, as you guys call it, for whatever reason. That's what it is.
Okay.
Teabagging. Yeah, that's what it is. I've seen guys over here putting cream in tea, and I'm like, what are you doing? Get that out of there.
What's wrong with that?
Come on.
Now, so you don't put sugar in it? Anything?
You can put sugar in. But just don't put cream in. Put milk in. Milk's what goes with tea, man. Not cream.
Oh, okay. I was kind of gotcha.
Yeah. Ugh.
That's
weird.
Okay. So I always wanted to have high tea, but I don't even know what that is. It sounded fun.
High tea, from what I know about high tea, I mean, I'm not posh, I come from Liverpool, a council estate, but high tea, I'm guessing is pretty posh, and you use like proper china, like the old, and they sip the drink like with the little finger and stuff. It's that's
probably something De Beard does on the weekends.
Absolutely, that's right up the Beard's alley. Actually,
I could see that.
Yeah, literally.
He looks like the guy that enjoys high tea. Maybe a nice sundress.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, and stroking his beard while he drinks his tea and that. Have I got crappy internet? Bert's saying I've got crap internet.
It's cutting in a little out, but mine's doing the same thing too. I don't know. The internet's been weird here.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's normally all right for me, but weird. Austin said he wants his internet back.
I almost wonder if it's a StreamYard thing, because it's been really weird the last couple of weeks for us.
Yeah, it's potentially. I mean, I don't know how good the servers are on StreamYard, but you'd think they'd be able to handle this, But...
Oh, Buffalo's here. I got to be careful. He's going to shank me soon. So I
got. Now the party starts.
Yeah, party's here for sure. So I guess with your military service, you mentioned Afghanistan. Where else have you served?
Oh Jesus! So. A couple of places I can't mention.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll probably get my head cut off at some point. Kosovo, when the Balkans kicked off, I went to Kosovo.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that was. I mean, I went there as a young lad, so that was the stuff that you would have seen over there, or we did see over there, was just like, eye opening, and the sort of the way the Serbs dealt with the people that were there. Literally just killing them left, right, and center, leaving them in the bodies in the middle of the road, killing families, killing kids, killing everybody, and just it was quite an eye opener, if I'm honest. Northern Ireland and Iraq was the other two places. So yeah, couple of tours of Iraq thrown in there, which was always a good time.
Was that the first or the second time?
Second time, yeah. So the Gulf War back in, I was only a young lad then. So
that's right. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of friends from high school that signed up, and 6 months later they were in the Iraq War. I'm not laughing; it's not funny, but it was they went from boot camp to full engagement. It was pretty crazy.
It's crazy, mate. That happens, that happened to young lads with Afghanistan. Infantry guys young boys, 18, 16, 17 years old, and straight out of training onto a plane over to Afghanistan. Getting shot up by the Mooj and the Taliban. So
it's kind of crazy. It's a crazy world. I mean, especially when you see what's going on overseas now. There's just no. It's crazy.
It is, mate. I think the last sort of 30 years has been non-stop, has it? So it's world's a crazy place, mate. You said.
Yeah. Absolutely. So how's the adjustment been for civilian life? I mean, that's got to be difficult.
It is a bit, mate. Yeah, I mean, if I'm honest, I was quite lucky to walk straight into a job. So I think I've not had that break in service, if you like. I left a month off leave, and then I started my new job. So I think there's guys out there who struggle, absolutely. And there's certainly guys out there who struggle to sort of adjust to it. Am I struggling? Maybe not struggling, but I'm missing, the things that come with being in the military. Your mates are always around you. And every anything that you want is there on tap, as it were. Your dental, medical, all that sort of stuff is free when you're in. And obviously now I've got to pay for all that, so it's a bit weird, but yeah, it's all right, man. I'm enjoying it, actually. I'm enjoying being able to grow a beard for the first time in 25 years, so it's great.
See, I can't grow a beard regardless. I've got really bad genes for that. That's well, I'm glad it's been a good adjustment for you, because I know a lot of people say that's coming out of that life is really hard. It is. But you're doing, you said, contract work too, which is probably got to be a bit. I mean, does that keep you? Do you kind of feel like you're still attached to that life in some ways, or is it completely different?
It swings and roundabouts, mate. One day it can be completely different, dealing with proposals and paperwork side of life and all that sort of stuff, and the business side of it. And then the next day, you're knee deep in dealing with special forces, somewhere around the planet. So it's I'm enjoying it. Don't get me wrong, I am enjoying it. I think it's kind of a good niche to fall out into, and then because I was at a senior rank when I left, I had a sort of management background really for the past sort of 10 years. I managed to get a couple of management qualifications and degrees and whatever. So
very nice.
Helped me roll into that job, which is it's been a bit of an uphill battle, to try and adjust the way civilians do things, but it's coming along nicely now. So yeah.
Because and that's good that it's transferable, because I've known a lot of people that had important jobs in the military, but they didn't transfer out to civilian life.
Yeah, I think the Army, and I think they're all the Western armies now and navies and air forces are becoming wise to the fact that the guys are leaving with nothing. But yeah, they've got all these transferable skills, but nothing wrote down on a bit of paper that says I can do this and this is what I can do. And for instance, the master's degree in management, or a bachelor's degree in management, or whatever. Sure. I think they're becoming more wise to it now and helping their guys along with getting that sort of stuff when they leave, So it's certainly the British Army does. Does it do it well? Not really. It does it all right, So I think they're just adjusting to the way they do things. But it's worked out for me, mate. So I can't complain. It doesn't work out for thousands of guys who get out and suffer from PTSD. I mean, I haven't got it, I don't think, luckily. But I think there's a lot of guys out there who do get out, struggle to find a job with PTSD, and they end up. As bad as it is, they end up not taking their own lives and further on down the line, which is awful. Yeah. But
I mean, I think here they say the statistic is 22 vets a day.
Yeah,
that's absolutely atrocious. There's no reason for that. I mean,
no.
I feel bad. Bad's not the word I was going with, but it's atrocious that these people serve the country, they do that work, or serve any country, and then they're just left on the streets. To deal, and it's terrible.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Oh, absolutely. Mrs. Monkey's in the house. Look out.
Hey. Beard says he's getting PTSD from our internet connection. Come on, it can't be that bad.
That was a little poor taste there, but all right.
Jeez.
Yeah, and then I mean, DeBeard, that is probably a bogus number. I would assume it is probably a lot higher, especially in the last 2 years of all that's going on. I mean, just in the civilian world alone, it's been kind of crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so what so you bought the Street Glide. What's got how's that transition been? Like, what do you like about it? What do you don't like about it?
It's funny because the last video I just did there was all about that, and I think coming from the Sportster, obviously there's a massive difference. Clearly, with having the Sporty, and it was set up pretty well, the Sporty, to to long trips for me. But it wasn't a bagger, it wasn't a touring model. Absolutely, I'd get off that thing like a 70-year-old man, and after 100 after 180 k's, I'd be like, oh my god, I need to put fuel in already, and all that sort of stuff. But there's a massive difference, mate, as you're aware. And I think what I love about it is just the fact that I can probably ride that bike to the end of the earth and I wouldn't get sore, And Scouse weekend job as a ladyboy in Calgary. Oh, anonymous biker.
What is up with anonymous biker? He's mean.
He is. He's always like that, and I don't think he's been laid in 20 years, so that's probably why he's like that. But anyway.
Well, okay.
But yeah, man, I was talking to myself on the video, on the latest videos, just talking away, and I was going, I like this. I like the fact that I can listen to the radio. I like the fact that I've got this. I like the fact that I've got bags to carry my own stuff, because normally I'll just give it to the guys, the other lads who've got stuff. Can you put this in your bag? Whereas now I'm like, yeah, I can put it in my own bag. And the greatest thing about it is the autopilot. It's fantastic. It's really cool. Press the button, push it down, and I can just literally go like that. It's amazing.
It took me a little bit to get used to that, and then once I got a feel for having all the gizmos and gadgets, I was like, yeah, you can't go back.
Yeah,
especially if you with the bags, like you said, everybody says the same thing. They're like, oh, can you hold my stuff? It's like Mrs. Monkey said, you ride without cruise control, and then you ride with it, and then you turn it off, and you're like, why does my wrist hurt so bad? Because you're constantly you put the cruise control and you're chilling with your music. It's great.
Yeah, exactly. It is. It's fantastic, mate. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm still getting used to it. I'm still obviously getting used to the weight and the power rate. The power ratio on that bloody thing on the M8 engine is unreal. So yeah, I'm still. Harley Fat Boy Jr. became a YouTube member. Nice.
Thank you, Harley Fat Boy Jr. You are the best. So yeah, I mean, that's the problem that I struggled with. I wanted to have the experience of bringing my wife home with me. We bought the bike, and the whole ride home, I'm like, this is a really big bike. I'm not used to having somebody on the back. Obviously, it's a new bike, and then it starts raining. I'm like, well, I'm going to be that guy that just wrecks the first day out. Yeah. How was the salesman guy who called me the next day? How was your ride? Well, I need another bike.
I can imagine that'll be horrendous. I mean, that was going through my head the whole time. The first time I rode it, I was like, "Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash." And I was thinking, all I could see is the amount of money I paid for it, and then going, "Oh God, don't crash."
Oh yeah, and it feels so damn big at first too. It feels ridiculous. It feels like you're driving a dump truck, and then after a while, it gets to be so nimble.
Yeah.
So D-Cycle had a question for you. What's your best route or go-to ride? Do you have one?
I think I do now. I spent many years living on the prairie, which was just flat and disgusting. Whereas now I live literally 15 minutes from the Rocky Mountains. So I think my go-to ride now is literally over to a place called Longview, where there's a saloon. So stop for a pint, and then hit the road through the Rockies, and there's one amazing road that just goes straight through the Rocky Mountains and brings you out of Banff, which I don't know if you know that, but yeah, there's a place called Banff with a big ski resort and stuff. So it's probably a 3-hour ride, 3-4 hour ride, but it's phenomenal. It really is amazing.
That sounds fantastic. I mean, that's the when I was out in Utah, I kept looking at the mountains. I'm like, damn, I wish I had my bike out here.
It's phenomenal, mate.
So nice.
It really is. It never gets old for me. I've seen them for years now, and it never gets old.
Thank you, DeBeard. See, DeBeard's got a problem with the fact that I have an old man bike. He doesn't like that I have two colors on my bike.
Yeah, that's just.
But I appreciate it, DeBeard. Thank you.
Nice of them.
Yeah. So apparently, I have to get a single color bike to appease DeBeard.
So. To appease the masses.
Yeah. Well, he's got a point, because if I get a single color bike, then I can mod the hell out of it and not have to worry about getting it painted.
True. Or you could just
So
mod the hell out of it anyway, and just slowly but surely change all the parts over to a solid color.
I could do that. I could do that. Hey, Jason, thank you. Oh man, for my Dixon fund. You guys are too good to me. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that it's interesting when you go to a bike like that because it becomes limitless into what you can ride. Now, you haven't done bars yet, have you?
No, but I need to because, as you know, on the Sporty, I had a set of 10-inch apes, and it was so comfortable. And then going from that to this, it's just like, you know, they've got the standard bars on it, so it's kind of like down here, which I'm not used to and I don't like at all. Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely going to put some either 10s or 12s on there, depending. You know, and obviously then comes, as you know, with that comes with taking out the old mirrors, the side mirrors that are on the back wing, and getting some new mirrors that go on top of the bars and all that sort of stuff. So
remind me to talk to you about that after the show. I might be able to help you out.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, the one thing, I had the standard bars on, and I had a really hard time turning at slow speed. And I put 12s on it, and then I started getting, it was like a whole new bike because I could turn it better. Problem now is I have an extended seat, so I'm going to 16s. But it's amazing what those bars can do. And like you said, you're not, because I used to get that burning pain searing pain in my shoulders. Yeah. And that's just no fun.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely noticed it already, you know, the 3 or 4 times I've been out, I'm like, I don't like this at all. Do not like it. So they're going to come off. I'm trying to, at the minute, I'm trying to see what the best option is out there on the market, and, you know, price and value for money and all that sort of stuff. So I believe you can go to 10s without changing the wires, I believe. But I need to double check that. So if I can go to 10s without changing wires, then I will. But we'll see.
Yeah, professional monkey's upset because I'm going to be rolling with 16s, and, you know.
It's all about the me.
When you can make Monkey jealous, you've accomplished something in life.
Indeed.
So that's all I'm saying. You know, I may not have 15 bikes in my garage or, you know, 12 billion followers, but at least I got bigger bars. So, and apparently I'm getting death threats from El Buffalo. So it's something. It's something that I have to look forward to every day.
Jesus Christ. Brilliant.
Oh, Satan's child wants to get on. All right, we'll make that happen. So I have to give a shameless plug because Team Monkey, the Monkey Nation, has showed up. Myself and Katie and Denver and his wife are going to be on Monkeys Live on Friday. My wife will be drinking. We'll leave it at that. I mean, it's going to be interesting. Oh boy. But yeah, I think that, that's really great. I mean, if you can make it your own and really, I love the custom dynamics lights. That's fantastic.
Man,
as I point to my hat, but shots. Oh no, not shots.
Oh
yeah, hold on. I have to pause the show. A new Dixon dropped apparently.
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, you're right. She's gonna be drunk. Yeah, so it amazed me. Obviously, you spend all this money on a bike in 2021 or 2022 when I bought it, and you get home and you look at it and you think, hang on, that doesn't have any LEDs in it. What the? Yeah. And you're like, really?
The biggest thing that I don't understand is that bike, my 14, when it came out, I don't know, let's say it listed for 2028, whatever it listed for MSRP. They tell you, it's the Rushmore project. There's LED lights in the tail light, in the box, and then the headlights a Daymaker. But other than that, they're absolute crap.
No, that's exactly what was on mine, a Daymaker. And I want to just give a big shout out to Pro Monkey there for squaring me away with the lights for the bike. But yeah, no, thanks a lot, very much, mate. Appreciate that. But yeah, no, that's what I came with, the bloody, you know, normal incandescent lights all around it, apart from a Daymaker. I'm like, well, if you're gonna don't do a half-assed job, if you're gonna do it completely. Don't do one daylight in there. You know what I mean? If the rest as they are, but yeah, it makes such a difference, man. It really does make such a massive difference. Not only for for seeing at nighttime, but for safety reasons as well. You know,
absolutely. I mean, you can be heard all you want, but to be seen too is important. Yeah. And Shaggy 1%er's back. Welcome back, sir. We missed you.
Shaggy, what's happening, man? Welcome back.
Yeah, Shaggy is the man. He's a wealth of information of the life. It's great to see you, Shaggy.
It's a built well Dixon as well.
Everybody's going to leave and come back to go get their Dixon. I've only got 2. I'm not that bad. I think the beard's got like 50 or 60, something like that. Ty from Tennessee told me think the other day he has 30. I'm like, holy smokes.
Jesus. There's a lot of Dixons.
That is a lot of Dixons.
Stephen Hawking internet.
That's just wrong.
It can't be me, man. Mine's all right. It's got to be Bri. Bri, have you paid your bill?
No, I don't pay it. I don't have that big YouTube money yet. So, they get paid when they get paid. I just steal it off the neighbors. I mean, the neighbors are supporting my YouTube channel. So,
Yeah, just steal off the neighbors. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. I'll buy you a beer in Sturgis.
The beard runs hot. Okay, well, that's sure. Not sure what that was in reference to, but
just to answer Satan's child question, Liverpool, England, originally.
And correct me if I'm wrong, because now I'm going to sound like the stupid American. That's where the Beatles are from, correct?
Yep, that's exactly where the Beatles were from, mate. Yeah, that's what the city is famous for, amongst other things, obviously. But yeah, that's where the Beatles were from.
So that means you've been to Penny Lane, or is that just a mythical thing that people actually don't go to?
No, it's real. It's definitely real. It's a real place. It's hard to see where Penny Lane is because where the signs are that say Penny Lane, they have to change them out every couple of months because people write on them, as people sign them, and obviously take the pictures.
And they steal them, and because
exactly. So, yeah.
Flip and the Blue Mule. How are you, sir?
What's happening, Flip? So yeah,
I never thought about that. Yeah, I guess that would be a problem.
Yeah. The amount of times I used to drive past and there'd be no sign that saying Penny Lane or it's just covered in a graffiti and people signing it and stuff, and loads of Chinese tourists looking for pictures and all that sort of gear.
Oh, that's funny. So I guess now's the important time to get to the question. So yeah. I want to not only understand what a glassing is, but I want you to use it like in a sentence so I can throw it out one day, and just sound like I'm cool.
Right. Okay. Well, so going back many years to I think the story how this came about was I was telling a story about Hamburg on one of my live streams, and we were all drunk, a bunch of soldiers out on the lash in Hamburg, and one of the guys asked the guy who was playing the guitar if he could play. Live band was on, and the guy said, one of my mates said to the guy, "Can you play Oasis?" And straight away, this German guitarist, where he just went, excuse my French, he went, "Fuck your Oasis." So,
oh no,
Dean, my mate, had one of these in his hand, right? And he had a brandy in it. And he just went, literally, the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. He didn't even think about it. He just went, whoosh, right across he glassed the geezer right across his head. Bang, smash. And that's where the glassing comes from. He just went, whack. And long story short, he ended up getting a bottle of Corona over his head as well, which was from me. But anyway, that's a different story.
That's some expensive alcohol being wasted. Jeez.
Yeah. So that's where the glassing comes from.
That's
getting a glass and
funny.
Mashing it on your head, basically.
That's a shame you would waste good alcohol in that.
Yeah, yeah. So obviously all the boys, but it was funny at the time, and everyone was laughing their heads off, and it was a bit of a long story than what I've just told you there. But
yeah,
the glassing, there's a glassing in the air, as we say. Yeah, crazy time.
So Jason has a question. What is your favorite pint?
That's funny you say that, actually. No, it's not Buddy's, actually. Not a Boddington's. I've actually got my favorite pint here, right? Let me just show you. So these are hard to come by over here. I don't know if you'll be able to pick this up with the bloody light and stuff.
Yeah, it's getting there. Hold on.
There you go.
Yeah, I can't see it though. So what is that?
So that is a beer from Munich, from the Hofbrauhaus in Munich, Germany, and it's just one of the greatest beers on the planet, in my opinion. And I've been all over, Europe, the world, and stuff, and I always return to this every single time. And it's such a great beer. So that's my favorite pint is the Hofbrauhaus original.
Very
just
nice.
so you're aware, the Hofbrauhaus was first made. It's one of the oldest breweries in the world. I think it's like 1523 or something like that. That's how good it is. They've spent many years perfecting it. So I'll use my Donald Trump tin opener.
Uh-oh.
To open it up. Yeah, that's my favorite beer, man, by far. Cheers.
Cheers, sir. I didn't have any beer for tonight. I got to work on that. I'll save that up for Friday.
Nice.
Probably just empty out the. It's gonna be bad.
Is that gin in there? Is it vodka or water?
No, it's just water. Yeah, I'm saving my alcohol for Friday.
Wish I could do that.
So I guess now we got to. You just triggered me. Nobody triggered me. So I guess we apparently Moto Noggin's getting beat up in the side chat. So let's talk about this. What are your opinion on the Sportster S, and why do you hate it? Moto Noggin apparently wants to race everybody in the side chat with the Sportster S. And this goes on in every live chat, it seems. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it is a talking point, isn't it? Let's be honest. It is. It's a very, very talking point bike. Do I like it? Not really. If I'm honest, I think I don't know. It's like an old school muscle bike, and I don't think I'm not into that. I know the guys that've got it love it. But I think getting to that point, you buying it I wouldn't buy one. Just because.
Well, I mean, the problem is once you hit puberty, you really want a man's bike, and I get it. I mean,
yeah. And you know what? I'm going to use a saying that I've fucking put up with for years now.
You gonna give him a glass?
It's the girl's bike.
Speaking of ladies, hold on. My partner just showed up. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
So Denver, we're gonna have to talk to HR about your attendance record.
Man, I know.
Denver.
Oh, Ty, you okay, Denver? You good?
No, I think I'm having audio here.
Where's this whole podcast is just going to hell? Oh man! So we just started some smack with Moto Noggin, and now Ty's here. Now I feel bad because I respect Ty, and he's gonna be on your show on Sunday, and now I insulted the guest before he got on. Oh man!
There we go. I think I'm here now.
He loves it, doesn't he? He loves the Sportster S.
The reason you probably fired Junior. No, we haven't fired Junior. So the reason Denver was late because he was talking to his agent after that Mrs. Monkey interview. He's got several corporate sponsors involved. I think he's getting a free BMW bike. I don't know. I've heard lots of things over the weekend.
Yeah, nice. Jason Mimosa contacted me. I got a lot of shit going on.
It's Momoa. Mimosa's a drink.
Hey, I have some of those.
Jason Mimosa.
Isn't the mimosa what you get with an Indian?
Yeah, they're free.
Dip it in.
Oh. Hey, it's been a long day, dude. I went to work at 3 this morning and I got off at like 5:30. Fuck.
Oh wow! Apparently Denver. Oh, Harley Frat Boy Jr. wants to meet with you. Ooh, you're in trouble.
Oh shit! Oh damn! All right. So what's been going on, man? What's up there, Mr. Military Biker?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Oh, I'm better now. I got a cold beer.
Good, man.
So yeah, life's already better.
Good, mate. Good. That's what you need after a long, hard day at work, mate. Is a cold beer.
Yes. Yeah. Life's already better.
Oh, now he's getting side chat going. Hold on.
Well, that's the only way I can get involved here. I got to pull up the phone so I can, get involved.
Oh, you were getting called to a meeting from HR apparently by Junior. Apparently, Junior's the head of HR. I had no idea.
Jesus. Well, he's been, really moving up, so he's going places.
Yeah. So your agent's good with you being on here? I don't have to pay you now or anything?
Right. Yeah. We worked out a deal. It's all good.
Okay. That's you're getting some hell of a numbers from that interview, sir. Very impressive.
Yeah, the monkeys blew up that whole episode. It's unreal, man. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was. So where else do you like to ride in Canada? I mean, now do you get into the States at all? I know you're coming to Sturgis this year, correct?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Nice.
I cannot wait. Do you know what, mate? Before the whole COVID crap came around, I used to love going into Montana and doing the Going to the Sun Road just in Glacier National Park. Mm-hmm. Oh man, is that a one hell of a road? I think it's in the top 10 best ride destinations in North America, if not the world. And it's phenomenal. I've done it 3 times now, and every single time I go back, it still astounds me. How amazing the road is, and we then come down into Whitefish, Montana, and stay the night in Whitefish and have a few beers and camp over and stuff, and then head our way back. But yeah, phenomenal. And riding in British Columbia as well, in Canada, is just something else as well, you know. So I'm quite lucky, mate. There's that many amazing places to ride, you know, in and around sort of where I am in southern Alberta. I can go into BC, I can go into the States, I can, you know, go everywhere. It's going to take me a day to get to Sturgis, but on that bike, man, I'll do it in one fast swoop, you know. So it's going to be
What kind
amazing.
of distance are you looking at there?
That is 1,312 kilometers.
Which is what, half that in miles, give or take?
Probably about 800 miles ish.
That's doable. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say so. Actually, I'm going to Google it, actually see how many miles it is. See what it is. But yeah, no, it's going to be, I think it's going to take me 13 and a half hours to get there. So I'll leave at like maybe 5:30, 5 a.m., get on the road and, you know, get across the border and be there hopefully by 6, 7 o'clock at night on the same night. So
that'll be a good time. And you're meeting up with oh my God, I just drew
Marine
blank.
Rider.
Marine.
Yeah. Me and Marine Rider are gonna stay at the Buffalo Chip for 5 days, I think it is. So yeah, it's gonna be epic, man. I'm gonna meet up with Professional Monkey and Mrs. Monkey and El Buffalo if he's going, and a few of the guys down there as well. So it's gonna be carnage, as we say.
Will there be a glassing? That's all I want to know.
It depends how drunk and how many gobshites, as we call them, are down there. Yeah, I'll try and keep the glassing to a minimum, obviously.
Well, if you film it, make sure you have it on film for the views,
and then put it in slow mo.
Yeah, always shooting. That's the rumor of how the El Buffalo shanking when I get shanked is going to go down. He's going to shoot it in slow mo for the views.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Tony Cox, what's going on, sir?
Happening, Tony.
Tony's got himself a badass bike.
So have you broke into British Columbia much riding?
Yes, mate. I think it's sort of my not go-to destination, but it's a place I like to go and, you know, ride through. And there's a hell of a lot of motorcycle campgrounds down there as well. So it's great, mate, just for a sort of long weekend, you know, just to hit the road, go down there for, you know, Friday, Saturday, and then make your way back on Sunday and stuff. And it's phenomenal, mate. It's one of the most stunning places on the planet. It really is. It's amazing. Gorgeous.
Now, have you worked your way over to Vancouver Island at all?
Yes. What a place, man. What an absolute
Vancouver
place.
Island's beautiful. I haven't been up there in years, but I used to go up there when I was into hill climbing years ago, and I went up to Duncan. We did some climbing up there, and the Victoria Motorcycle Club had a hill climb and a bunch of properties. I used to go venture up because I'm just across the water in Washington from Vancouver Island. You hop the ferry in Victoria, and it comes over to Port Angeles where I live.
That's right. Yeah, Bryce said you were in Seattle.
Yeah, Bryce. Yeah.
He sold it so well. Oh, he sold it so well.
Yeah.
Great job. You show up late, that's what you get.
Yeah, I think your order for cookies just got canceled.
Oh, yeah. Your daughter needs to get a website so we can start selling her cookies international.
Yeah.
I just seen Pro Monkey's comment there about the security guards. I know, mate. I'm only joking. There'll be no glassing.
So he says.
They don't sell Corona down there, do they?
So you really aren't that far from Denver.
Not really.
Because
No,
you're the center of the states. I'm trying to picture this.
So where are you at?
Right?
I'm just outside Calgary. So I am literally right above Montana, and then, you know, sort of as you're looking on the map, maybe northeast, slightly towards, like I said, towards Calgary way. I've got a mate of mine who lives down. I've been down to Washington a few times. Mate of mine lives in Olympia.
Olympia is like 2.5 hours from me. It's just kind of, you just head down 101 down what we call the canal, which is known as Hood Canal, and you're only 700 miles from me. 14 hours.
Yeah, man. Yeah, not at all, mate.
Yeah.
So I guess the question, Denver, is do you have your passport?
I got an enhanced license. I can go across the border with my enhanced license.
Oh,
I had no idea they had such a thing. Okay.
Yeah, we have those over here. You can get an enhanced license, so you can go across. You can get into Mexico. You can drive into Mexico. You can't fly, I believe, into Canada or Mexico without a passport, but you can drive and cross the border with the enhanced license.
Interesting.
Does that work both ways?
Yeah. Well, I don't know
Well.
if they have in Canada, but I know I can go over there, then I can cross back, go back and forth driving or like on a motorcycle with my
no
in-hand
passport.
license. Right.
Wow, I have to look into that, man. That's amazing.
That's right. I'm all about enhancing things.
I've seen that one from Logan. He says all the glass and happen monkey RV. No, there'll be no glassing in Sturgis. It's not.
So, trying to keep up here. So you did the detachable tour pack on your bike too, right?
Yeah, so that came with the bike. Yeah, that was one of the things that was on the bike when I bought it. So yeah,
That's a huge. Once you get that, you'll never go back. That's so handy.
Yeah, it is, man. And since I put the bag liners in there from Hogworks, it makes it look so good, man. It really looks amazing. But yeah, I mean, you get so much bloody space on that thing, and let's be honest, that's why you buy a touring bike, isn't it? To go touring and take some kit with you. And the amount of kit, that I've had to deal with over the years, but dragging around the planet, it's nice to have somewhere where you can put stuff. It's great. It really is.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, you can do anything. You can take so much crap with you. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. No, the best thing I found out the other day was I was out and about and I thought I need a beer, so I ended up getting a crate, a 24-pack, and it fits amazingly well into there. It fits perfect. You could probably get two in there.
I can fit 2 18-packs and a 12-pack in my tour pack. Just for reference.
Nice. I'll have to try that next time.
I don't ever take mine off. I enjoy it so much. I mean, using it all the time, and I even took it off once, and it's like, I don't know, I think it looks fucking ugly without it on there, so it's like, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, I like it when it's off, and I also like it when it's on. It's one of the things, isn't it? It's weird. What's he saying there? I have absolutely no idea.
That is true. We covered that in the beginning, but we'll circle back. Yes, tanks apparently have kettles in them.
Yep,
it's called a kettle, by the way. It's not called a teapot.
Yeah. It's not called a teapot. No, you're right.
And they don't drink English Grey or Earl Grey. We figured that out too, and I embarrassed myself. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Drinking English bitter in honor of you being on the telly tonight. Nice, mate. What is it? Is it Tetley? Is it Tetley? It's not Tetley's. That's fucking tea, isn't it? Bass. Is it Bass? Does it have a picture of a jockey on it holding a pint? Because if it's good stuff. Most of Sturgis, I'm going to be saying what? Yeah.
Just get a shirt that says what?
Yeah, it's better than saying what's that in my ass, though, isn't it? Let's be honest. If an anonymous biker was there, that's what you'd be saying.
Damn,
it's gotten ugly. So Denver, you don't want to be a bagger, bro. You don't want to take that top box off and go full bagger, bro.
Give it back.
Fuck, I use it too much. I mean, I don't know. I like it with it on there. I'm so used to it over the years of having it on. I take it off and I think the road glide just looks fucking ugly. And it's like, God damn, I'm putting it back on.
Okay.
Russell, come on, man. You're disappointing me. The milk goes in before the tea. The tea always goes in before the milk.
Milk? What the fuck?
Yeah. No cream in tea, man. We covered that before. No, it's dirty and wrong.
You should go back and just watch it later, Denver.
Yeah. I'm going to have to catch up.
I need a few hours. Don't catch up. It's your penance for showing up late. You missed all the good stories.
Yeah, no shit. God damn.
It's like putting lemonade in beer. It's wrong.
Oh, absolutely. It's horribly wrong.
It is. Yeah. Oh.
So you have any do you have any bigger mod plans? You're going to do stage 2? You're going to do stage 9? What's going on? What's going to happen? Because once you get Monkey involved in this project, you're going to have like a V8 engine in that bad boy.
The possibilities are limitless, aren't they? Let's be honest. A shandy.
Exactly.
Monkey knows. Look, he knows what a shandy is.
Yeah.
So, am I going to do any more mods? The only, probably. Am I going to mess around with the engine? Maybe. I think that's a longer term sort of goal, mate. Is I want to get used to the bike and the way it runs and everything like that. I want to learn everything there is to know about that engine before messing around with it and upgrading it. I think so. Yeah, potentially stage 2 down the line sometime. Stages, maybe. But we'll see.
I can't keep up with these comments. Oh, Jesus.
I mean, just go full sets or pendants and just go fucking all the way.
Yeah, go 131.
I know, yeah, that's crazy. That is just mental. Jesus, it must be nice having all the coin that you just throw at your bike and not have to worry about anything else. If you're making it properly, condensed milk. Come on, Jono. God, this you've got some right sickos in the side chat tonight.
Oh, Moto Nugget's gonna get a glass in a second. Jeez. Oh.
But yeah, no, the bike came with the Vance and Irons exhaust on it, so I don't need to do that, which is great.
Nice.
Stage 1 on it. So I don't need to mess about. That's the first thing that goes in it. Let's be honest, when you buy a bike, if it's got that stupid ass stock exhaust, it's the first thing to go.
It sounds like a sewing machine. Yeah,
does,
the new ones are terrible.
Yeah. So I'm on the lookout for potentially. I'm gonna see how the next few weeks go, few months with the seat that's on there. It's just got a stock seat on there. Well, I want to change it out. Maybe it depends. If it's comfortable enough, I'll leave it on. If it isn't, then it'll go. So I think there's a few things I want to mess about with. I've changed the windscreen already, the windshield. So that was, it came with that stupid ass 6-inch bloody windscreen.
The real short one, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything. It flapping around in the wind, as it were. So that got changed out and stuff. What's he saying? Tab zombies. Yeah, you're gonna hook me up with tab zombies, monkey? Then we'll do it.
Yeah, George still has stock exhaust. That's something.
That is something, yeah.
Yeah, he also is getting like 90 miles to the gallon, I think, with stock exhaust. Not 90, but he's getting like crazy mileage.
Yeah.
The problem with getting pipes is you get the pipes and then you want to hear them, so you stand on it, and then when you stand on it, you're getting like 3 miles to the gallon.
Yeah,
that'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Yeah. It's all fine. Oh, Mrs. Monkey doesn't believe in stock exhaust.
Stock exhaust. It's not right, is it? It's like it's got to be the first thing to go, man.
I laugh every time I see that meme. There's somebody that's making, X amount of money that works for Harley that's putting on a windshield that they know the second it rolls out of the dealership's getting tossed.
Yeah, exactly. I seen that picture there. The meme with the guy, the most worthless job on the planet. There. Yeah,
it's aluminium.
Yeah, aluminium. Does the military biker call it a tour pack or a boot? Those English name things weirdly. No, so a boot. I call it a tour pack, mate. But a boot is what you guys call a trunk over here.
And the bonnet's the front, right?
And a bonnet, the bonnet's the front. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I've watched some Top Gear in my life. I've figured it out.
Lift that bonnet.
Shit!
I don't even know where bonnet comes from, if I'm honest. I'll have to have a look at that.
I had a laugh when I had my Mini Cooper. I went in the dealership, and the guy's like, well, this is what they call the boot. I'm like, I get it. I've watched Top Gear more than once. I got this figured out. Yeah. But he said it to me like I was going to be so confused. I'm like, no, I got it.
Well, it's weird. It's weird because obviously, I come from that sort of culture. You guys come from the other sort of culture. So when I heard it being called a trunk, I was like, what are you on about? A trunk? A fucking trunk is what an elephant has. I'm like, what? What do we on about? What's a trunk? And he went over and he went, lifted up. I was like, the boot. And he went, a what? I was like, the boot. He's like, no, it's called a trunk. I was like, oh my God.
Yes, I had a Mini Cooper and I liked it.
Mini Cooper's an ace, man.
So what is it a saloon? Is it 4-door car or 2-door car?
A saloon.
Yeah.
Is a saloon.
4-door. Okay. And then what do they call the 2-door?
A shoebox of death.
Just a car.
Okay.
And if you've got one with like,
thank you very much. I'll go back. Jeez,
legend. That man is a legend. He really is. Yeah. Have you seen cars that like have that sort of thing that comes up at the back, the boot that goes up, basically? That's called a hatchback over in the
UK.
So yeah, bizarre, weird stuff we're talking about tonight, Brian.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to learn.
It's kind of like the water closet.
Yeah. I just know Fanny has a different explanation.
Totally.
Fanny pack is a bad thing.
You
get a glass in for that.
Yeah, you will get a glass in. You ask a girl in the UK to see a fanny pack, you're going to get a glass in. Absolutely.
Excuse me, can I put this in your fanny pack? Boom.
Yeah, definitely going to
make sure it's not Joe Rogan. Then he loves his fanny pack.
Jeez.
Yeah, but okay. So we got a clue. Let's clue Denver in. Explain it to him.
It's all right.
What fanny pack is?
Yeah.
So, or what a fanny is,
Yeah.
right? So, do we say that there's ladies in the room?
He just changed like 8 shades of color. It's great. Oh, thank you, Mike.
A fanny is an English
I'm just
word.
setting you up. You don't have to say it if you don't want to. I'm just setting
I
you up.
say it. No, a fanny is an English slang word for a lady's nice parts.
Her hoo-ha.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
A saloon is where you get a glass in.
It is, Mike. You're right. Yeah. Well, that's normally a pub. Well, anyway.
A tea and a glass in. Oh, jeez.
Tea, a cup of tea and a glass in.
So Sturgis is obviously on your bucket list. Do you have any big rides that are on your bucket list? Like if money were no object, where would you want to ride? I mean, do you have that one sort of mythical ride that you think about?
Do you know what? I did Sturgis in 2017. It was amazing. And you know,
I didn't realize you did. I'm sorry. For some reason, I thought this was your first time.
It's all good, mate. No, I've checked that off the bucket list, but I'm going back this year because it's amazing. But I think I'd love to do the Pacific Coast Highway, the PCH.
Yes.
I'd love to do that all the way down. But I think the number one for me would be going back to Germany and riding through Bavaria and through the Alps and stuff, because that is just spectacular. I mean, I've drove through there many times. I think doing it on a bike it will be spectacular. It's just 2 weeks away you go through Bavaria. Bavaria is absolutely stunning, man. It really is. I mean, it trumps the Rocky Mountains tenfold. It really does. So that would be for me. That would be the ideal ride for me. To take the bike on a plane, fly over there, jump off in Munich, spend a couple of hours getting drunk in the Hofbrauhaus, and then hit the road. You know,
that would be fantastic.
I had a friend that did that. He was stationed over there in the military and went from Germany all the way down to Italy and said it was just absolutely freaking amazing.
It is, mate. Like I said, I drove through there with the missus. You know, we had a road trip and whatever. But to do it on a bike would be something else, and especially to vlog it as well. You know, and to sort of videography and all that sort of stuff that I'm into now that I wasn't years ago. And looking back, should I have filmed it? Probably, but you know, it wasn't. You know, technology wasn't as good as it is now. You know, for that sort of thing. But yeah, that'd be amazing. It would be amazing. And Bert, you're welcome to join me, mate, anytime.
You know, if you ever make it back down to Washington, you go up to Leavenworth, the Bavarian village here up in the Cascades. It's like a little mini fucking Bavarian village. And they actually have an ordinance there, no neon signs allowed. It's all wood. It looks like you're just in a little German town. It's a fucking awesome place to visit.
That'd be cool to visit, man. Yeah, that sounds amazing. You have to PM me, DM me, whatever it's called over here, and let me know where that is.
No slide into his DMs is what he's saying.
Slide into my DMs.
It's an awesome ride. I know coming from the west side, going up Stevens Pass, which takes you up to Leavenworth, it is a fucking awesome ride up to the Cascades on the highway.
Yeah, that sounds amazing, man.
You get down that way, every side. I'll send it to you, but yeah, if you ever head that way, let me know, because I'd come up there. That's absolutely a couple hours from my place.
Absolutely, man. That'd be awesome. The Bavarian villages in Argentina as well. Yeah, they do have a few. They do have a few nice villages down there in Argentina. That's for sure, especially the German ones. Was it Motovlogger or something like that, I think it's called? Yeah, you're right, for different reasons. Yeah, definitely for different reasons.
So what got you into the whole YouTube thing? You've been doing YouTube for what, 4 years? You seem like you started pretty heavily, like 3 or 4, or 2 or 3.
I'm gonna say casually about 3.5 years ago, mate. Just the odd crappy video of me putting me helmet camera on the top and just not talking and all that crap. I think probably full time. You know what I mein by full time.
Sure.
As a sort of full time hobby, probably about 3 years ago, maybe. And nice. Just really go with the flow, man. Yeah, it's got its ups and downs, as you guys know, and it's I've no idea how the algorithm works and all that crap. And people say, "Oh no, you need to follow this for the algorithm." It's a load of crap. I think it's a load of rubbish. I think it's, if you're lucky, and you put good content out, you'll grow naturally. And if you're not, then you won't. So I think it's that's the way I look at it, man. You put out good videos. Eventually, people like Wayne's World. If you build it, they will come. Type scenario. So if you do good stuff, they'll eventually come.
Well, and that's the field of dreams. If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I think it's interesting too, because he's obviously in the side chat, but if you look at the way Monkey does it and just kind of does it when he does it, it completely breaks the rules, and he's very successful at it. And I think it's interesting because everyone beats the same drum of how to do it, but it seems like the people that don't do it that way are the ones that succeed.
Yeah.
Just like, I'll just do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah. I think if you, like I said, mate, if you put out good stuff, people will come and watch it, and that's always a bonus.
I think, and if you're kind of sincere and you're having fun doing it and you're doing because you enjoy it, it shows. And I think people notice that, and it's, you're having a good time, and fuck it. That's what it's about.
Exactly, mate. What you see is what you get with me, and I'm sure you guys have figured that out now. And I swear like a trooper on my videos, and I don't try and hide who I am, if that makes sense. So what you see on YouTube is that's me, and there's no getting around that. I'm not the other guy, I don't turn into another guy when I stop filming, and it's just me. That's the way I am.
Oh, Monkey just gave away his YouTube secret. He sacrifices kittens for the algorithm. I mean, hey, if it works.
If it works, yeah. Let's get the cat out. The cat's out the bag.
I always find it really weird when you look at your analytics, and I had a video that's been out for, I don't know, close to a year now, and all of a sudden it's taken off. It's like, did somebody just decide it was interesting after a year?
It's weird, isn't it?
It's really weird.
There's no rhyme or reason to it, man. It is what it is, and I don't worry about it. I used to worry about it quite a lot. I used to look at it all the time going, why is nobody watching? Why is nobody watching? Why have, when you got 10 views, 100 views, 300 views, whatever. Now I'm just like, whatever. You watch it, you watch it.
Yeah, and it seems like too, especially if you do like any sort of review content, it'll peak for a minute. You'll see an uptick, and then it just sort of chugs along, and it's really good for that because
they are.
They're always making money for you at some level, rather than just being a hot topic that's good for a week and then just done.
Yeah, but they are, like you said, mate. They just crack on, don't they? There's like a normal jogging, as we say. They just go on. The views go like that. Over time. But for me, I think that the most fun I have doing these videos is the motorcycle documentaries, the road trips. They are by far my favorite ones to do because I go away for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, whatever, on the bike, and then come back and spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours editing this. It drives the missus mental. You know what I mean? You've been away for a week with the lads having a good time, and you come back and you're sitting, all you're doing is sitting, editing for hours and hours and hours. But they're the ones I put the most effort into, and I think they turn out quite well, if I'm honest. And they're really good.
I mean, you've been doing it some time. Do you have a video that stands out that you're really proud of that you did more than others? And that doesn't necessarily need to be I don't think a great video is based on success as much as it is on like the creator satisfaction. Is there something that stands out for you?
I'm going to say last year's road trip video. It's called the Roland Barrage Road Trip, and it was all in aid of PTSD, really, and the whole ride was
fantastic. Good for you,
military personnel and first responders. And I think the way it's turned out, I'm really proud of it, man. It turns out amazing, and sort of the music choice. The one thing everybody always says in the comments is, apparently I've got a knack of picking the right music to go with the certain scenes and stuff. So I can't see it myself, but guys said it. It's good. So I mean, that for me, last year's one is up there. Definitely up there.
That's awesome. It's always good when you can find something that you enjoy, that it's meaningful to you rather than just sometimes the grind.
And you put a bit more effort into it. You put your heart and soul into it, and especially with that, the whole thing of this was, it's a ride that goes from one side of Canada, so from Halifax, Nova Scotia, right the way across Canada to the island in Vancouver. And people just come and go as they please, and some people do it from one side to the other. And we're talking, going across a full continent here on a bike. It's amazing, and the people that hundreds of people take part in the ride, and every morning, they dedicate the ride to either a fallen soldier, a fallen fireman, airman, Navy person, or ambulance, first responders. And every morning, somebody comes out and tells a story of how they've lost somebody, and then that's what that day's ride is then dedicated to that person who's lost a life or lost a battle to PTSD. So it means a hell of a lot to me, and I think having lost mates over the years to this shit, it's not just to PTSD, but to other things. But I think it's that had a meaning to me, that ride, and I put it all into the video, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, good for you. That's such an amazing cause. I mean, I think mental health, especially with men, not that women don't have the same issues, but I think with men, we tend to drink it away, and it's, it only manifests in other issues.
Absolutely.
So good for you, man. I applaud you for doing that. So
Cheers,
Denver, come on, man, you're quiet today. Come on, hit them.
I'm working. Yeah, sorry. A little
That's
groggy
okay.
still, a little tired. It's only my second beer. Come on, give me time.
Well, your agent's going to take care of you. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't be worried.
This will probably be the last show Junior's ever on with me. Or, you see, I do it again. I keep calling you Junior.
Yeah.
Denver's ever on with me. See,
No
I was
way,
already naming
never.
your replacement. Sorry, it slipped out.
Hey, come on now. You're getting rid of me already? Jesus Christ, I got it.
You're the one getting rid of me with your agent.
No way. Never.
Mr. Sponsorship? Man, that's crazy.
Jesus.
So you have a good time touring, enjoy doing the, multi-day trips, whether it may be 2 days, 5 days, or however you're going. Is that something you really enjoy, your style?
Yeah, mate. I look forward to it every year. It's something that I look forward to, going away with the lads, going away with the boys and my mates who've been through the same shit that I've been through. And just when we get together, it's like, we've never been apart because we just hit it off straight away, and I'm not seeing for months on end, due to, whatever work reasons and stuff. But when we get together, we're like a bunch of teenagers, man. It's amazing, and it's all done on two wheels, and we go to some amazing places, and we got some horrendous stories to tell on the trip, and then some even worse stories to come back with. So it's a great time. It really is, and I think watching some of the guys on YouTube that do these motorcycle documentaries, like Ryan Airlocker from what's it called, Law Abiding Biker, and stuff. He does some amazing documentaries.
Oh, he does. They're impressive.
Yeah, they are, and I try to sort of follow that sort of, not copy him completely, mate, but follow that the way that he does it. Try and follow along those lines, and it gives it a bit of personality, because there's nothing worse than watching a video that's not got no personality behind it, So, but yeah, I think the touring, going away with the boys is definitely up there with the things I look forward to every year. It's really great.
Now, you gotta, say your area up, Calgary, you got like a specific area sometimes if you just need to, get a few miles and get some of that two-wheel therapy that you tend to just go back to? Is there one area that calls you, or what's your kind of thing to unwind when you need that? Yeah,
definitely, mate. And again, just jumping on the bike and nipping into the Rockies, because the Rockies are like 15 minutes away, so there's that many routes to go through the Rockies. And I'm saying to Bri before, one of the best ones is about 3 hour ride, and you get in it, go literally straight through the Rocky Mountains, surrounded by these monsters of mountains, and you come out at Banff, the other side, like literally.
Oh, that's one place I want to visit so bad. Is Banff National Park. The pictures is amazing, and
it is.
You look at like Banff, the lake up there. We
Lake
have
Moraine.
Similar one. Like if you go over the North Cascades and Washington, you got Lake Diablo and Lake Ross, which are that same emerald green color.
It's amazing.
It's awesome.
It is,
man. It is. Banff is on my bucket list someday to visit that place and just be able to. And I think it's one of those things like, if you've seen it in person, where the pictures don't do it justice, even though the pictures, people take these days are absolutely amazing, but to see it with your own eyes, I think would be another whole experience.
It is, mate. And the last sort of 2 years, the one I did, the motorcycle documentary I did before the Roland Barrage one from last year, was literally called the Rocky Mountain Road Trip, and we just spent all 3-4 days going round there, round to the Rocky Mountain, round to Banff, Canmore, and seeing all the sites around there, and going up to Jasper, and passing a bloody glacier and all that crap. And it's just phenomenal, mate. It really is. I don't think I prefer riding anywhere else than in the mountains. I love it. It never gets old, ever.
I agree. Like for me, I'm a couple hours from the Cascades. I have the Olympic Mountains literally in my backyard, but you can't go through them. You can ride up into them, but that's the only national park in the United States that actually does not have a road that goes through it.
Wow.
You can drive up to different areas of it, but the Cascades are the next thing, because we have, you got North Cascades, Stevens Pass, Snoqualmie Pass, White Pass, Chinook, Blewett. There's a bunch of mountain roads where you can go enjoy what we call the Cascade Loop, and you can do, say a short one might be 4 or 5 hours, or if you want to take the long way, you could do a 12, 14-hour loop going through the Cascades and just do the same thing, enjoy the mountain country and the sights. And I agree, right through the mountains, and you get up in some of those areas, it's just, you can let go, and it's a nice place. You can just enjoy the road and some of the sights and the scenery when you get up in those higher elevations, let's say the subalpine levels, and it's awesome.
It's the animals as well. The animals that you see on route. For me, coming from the UK, we don't get bears, we don't get moose, we don't get wolves, and and it's like seeing all that sort of stuff when you're hurtling down the highway, and next thing you know, that a big gigantic moose walks out in front of you, like, holy crap! It's amazing. I think one of the guys in there came off his bike because a bear came out running right in front of him. It was just crazy times, man. It really is. But
I was watching a video the other day of people at Sturgis with bison attacking them.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, that's what I said. Kate's like, we're not going there.
Yeah, nah. But I don't know where that is. I didn't go down there last time. I remember seeing pictures and videos of it. I thought, we need to go there. We never ended up there. Obviously, I was too drunk.
There's some places like you can get up in the North Cascade area by Lake Chelan, Winthrop, or not Winthrop, Wenatchee. There's a mountain goat area up there that's populated with mountain goats. It's also a hunting unit. And sometimes, certain times of the year, you'll actually see them. They'll be somewhat close to the road, and it's crazy to see some of the cliffs that those things will just go right up and down like nothing. But
it is. Yeah. You get them out here, mate. I mean, you'd be going, you'd hit the road down in Banff, Jasper, whatever, and you'd be coming around a corner at like 60, 70, 80k an hour, and they'd be all in the middle of the road licking the floor because they like to lick the salt off the floor, and you'd be like, holy crap, slamming on shit. And trying to avoid these they don't care. They're just like suicide goats, I call them. They're just in the middle of the road and licking the floor. It's like, God damn, what are you doing, man?
Well, we used to have some mountain goats up here in the Olympic National Park. They've been trying to tranquilize them and get rid of them and move them because they gored a couple people, fucking attacked them because of the stupid tourists. Oh, look, it's a goat and her babies, and they want to walk up to it. Next thing you know, they're getting gored with a fucking horn and they die.
Yep.
I mean, it's like, Jesus Christ, are you stupid?
You see the Chinese tourists getting attacked by bears every year because they want to get out the cars and start snapping pictures of a grizzly bear at the side of the road. The next thing you know, the grizzly bear is munching a Chinese tourist and his Nikon camera, and that's it. It's all over the news.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. Why would you get out? Mental.
No shit.
It amazes me that when people see wildlife, how stupid they get.
Yeah,
it's a bear.
And I don't think people realize how fast a bear is. I actually chased one in my fucking pickup doing 35 miles an hour, pacing him down a logging road.
Wow.
It's like, holy shit, man. Those fuckers are fast.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
They are. Don't get me wrong. It's amazing to see them up close and, in a natural habitat and all that sort of stuff. But I think the one that amazes me is the moose. Just the sheer size of those things, man. The first time I saw one, I was like, okay, now look at the size of that.
It's crazy with moose, especially when it comes to nighttime, is their eyes do not reflect headlights. They're the only animal in the deer family where the eyes will not reflect light. So you can be flying through the areas in the middle of the fucking night around a corner and there's a moose and you're not going to see it until you're about underneath the son of a bitch or you're going to decapitate yourself.
It's crazy. I think they've got the highest kill ratio in Canada, moose, apparently, for killing people. Crazy.
Yeah.
Mental.
I don't know. Suddenly I lost the urge to ride to Canada.
You don't see them that often, man. But when you do, it's like, oh my God.
I'll tell you what, they fucking taste good though. Holy shit.
Yeah, they do. What's better? Not as fast as Scouts in a gay bar. I don't go to gay bars, man. Anonymous has tried to take me plenty of times. I said, keep saying no.
Hey, jeez, this is a rough crowd. Absolutely a rough crowd. So what? So I know this is the question monkey, and a lot of people like to ask, but let's ask it. So what after this? Do you have a dream bike, or are you pretty much there?
I'm pretty much there, man. I've got the bike I've always wanted. If I'm honest, like I said to you before the show, but I've been always wanted, to have a touring bike, and I think the Street Glide stood out for me amongst the rest. For various reasons that I won't go into right now, but I always wanted a red bagger. Always wanted one. I'm from Liverpool. I support Liverpool Football Club, and we play in red. And I've grown up with red. Everything's always been red. And for me, when a scour in Alberta for a red bike was nigh on impossible, man. It was like, everything's black or dark blue or green or anything, but you'd never find a bloody red bike. And then I thought I'd give up looking, actually. And then I come home and the missus said to me, Have you seen what's on in Calgary Harley-Davidson? I was like, no, what? And she showed me a picture of it, mate, and literally within an hour we were down the shop. So I was like, yep, to me, I'll have that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, there's something about a red bike I think is really sexy. It really stands out.
it's that billiard red as well. It's not just a normal red, you know. It's the billiard
yeah,
red.
that billiard's really
Gorgeous, man. It really is. And the black, you know, the red and the black. Just I had enough of chrome. I've had chrome bikes for years, and I just, as you guys know, with chrome bikes, it takes a hell of a lot of work to keep them clean. So I fancied, you know, and I wanted a black and red bike, and lo and behold, you know, like I said, by the stars aligned, and you know, I ended up getting the Scouse Glide, as it's called.
That is, you can't. I mean, that's fantastic, especially when you could find the because they're hard to find here. Blacked out bikes are pretty hard to find, at least in my area.
Yeah,
everybody wants chrome. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, likewise, absolutely likewise.
Even though I have chrome,
red and black. Yeah, we don't have. Yeah.
Yeah, I got black and chrome. That's awesome. You know, the good old the Harley Davidson Vivid Black and chrome. Yeah, it's great, especially when the pollen's out.
Yeah. If I go red, I'm going to go single tone. I'm not going to go two tone because you know
red.
I'm trying to be friendly with the beard, and if I go another two tone bike, I think it's going to end tragically right there. No, I single tone bike. I think a single tone bike, and then I can throw out some stretch bags on it or do something unique to it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is and was my dream bike, man. I'm lucky enough to ride it now. So,
and I think that's great because you know a lot of people you see, especially when you first start riding, there's always another bike. There's another bike. There's another bike, and it's nice that you can get to that point where you have something. And you're just like,
yeah. Do you know what, mate? Growing up in the UK, it was Harley Davidsons were like this mystical object, you know, and because hardly nobody had one, you know, and especially in Liverpool, if somebody had one, it'd be robbed and stolen like within 5 minutes. But you know, I think growing up, you know, watching TV and the movies and all that sort of stuff, it was like this mystical object to me, and I was like, one day I'll have one of them. And you know, it all worked out in the end, so I can't complain too much.
Yeah, I think that there's some mystique and there's some sort of I don't know, it's almost like a mythical bike, right? Because I can't explain why my bike is so, I mean, I can and I can't, but there's so much uniqueness to having that Harley Davidson versus Suzuki. It's completely different animal.
I mean, you know, the 10 to the penny over here, everybody's got a Harley Davidson, or, you know, I think to a degree, whereas in Europe and especially in the UK, you know, it's all Triumphs, it's all Nortons, it's not Harleys, you know, because it's all European bikes or Japanese bikes. But
you got to admit, though, you go with Triumph or Norton, they're still a legendary bike with history behind them, which is still something. I mean, I've always been a fan of Triumph, and you know, Norton's is sweet. I mean, my stepdad built an old. We had a Jesus Christ, I think it was a '60s model Norton. It was an original flat track bike that he restored, and then I actually put it on eBay and sold it for him years back. And
nice.
I mean, I grow up knowing the vintage motorcycles and just have the appreciation and fucking love them
massively, mate. And they are, you know, like they are sort of, you know, a very, very, you know, proud bike in the UK, especially Triumphs. You know, that they are proud of they got a proud history, and you know, and I think. But for me, growing up as a kid, I'm like, "Ooh, there's a Harley." And my dad always used to go, "Look, lad, there's a Harley over there. Do you want to go and take a picture next to it?" And that's the sort of psyche that we had, you know. And it's almost like, "Yeah, let's go stand next to the Harley and have a picture," you know. And you don't get that over here, you know. It's everybody's got one, and it still holds that mystique to me. It really does, even now.
So, what part of the UK did you grow up in?
Liverpool.
So, when did you move to Canada?
I moved to Canada in 2015.
So Liverpool, did you? Okay, I mean, I'm a big. I mean, my history, whatnot, goes back to the UK. Did you ever go to the Aces Cafe and check it out or anything?
No, I mean that's down south in London. Way.
Is it okay?
Yeah. So coming from the north of England, we hate London. So we don't really go down there. The only time we go to London is when we're playing an FA Cup final and we're playing at Wembley. That's the only time we'd ever go to London. And likewise, you know, vice versa. The Southerners hate the Northerners, and the Northerners hate the Southerners.
Right.
And you know, that's the way it is. But yeah, I think we've got for us the biggest thing in the northwest of England was the Isle of Man TT races.
Oh, so that's one that's on my list someday to go watch. Be fucking amazing.
Yeah, my granddad used to race in it all the time. You know.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, till he became an old man. But you know, and everybody, I used to always see it because you used to get the ferry from Liverpool over to the Isle of Man. That was the only place you'd get the ferry from, unless you were coming from like Scotland or further. And you'd see this every year, just thousands of bikes parked up at the dock, waiting to go onto the ferry to go to the Isle of Man. And we'd go over there and spend time over there watching the Isle of Man TT, and it was phenomenal, man. It really was amazing.
Oh, that race is fucking insane, but it would be so amazing. I mean, that's one of my bucket list trips. I mean, I'd love to go to the Isle of Man, but I want to go through the UK and up through Scotland and tour and I've researched family, still have actually found family that I have over there in England that I would love someday to be able to possibly meet and whatnot. But there are also some cool places that I found that I want to check out, and I'd love to go tour up through Scotland and enjoy the UK for a few weeks. And
Scotland's gorgeous, mate. It's one of the nicest places to ride a bike, especially if you do the East Coast 500 along the East Coast of Scotland up into the Highlands and stuff. It's just phenomenal, amazing.
Yeah, someday.
Yeah. But yeah,
That
you're right.
would
The
be
TT
incredible.
is mental. every year, at least 2 or 3 people would die, and we were like, oh, just whatever,
Well, yeah,
But,
fuck when you're going through those roads at 200 fucking miles an hour and
slamming into a wall.
Yeah. Oh, he died. Well, no shit, he hit the wall at 200. I wonder why he died.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
I
it's
used to love watching it on TV and stuff. You don't
it
really
takes
get it over here,
balls.
which it does take some balls. You don't get it over here, which when I first came over, I was like looking for the TT on the TV, and it's not on, and I have to watch it on the internet and all that sort of stuff. But at least I still got to watch it every year. But
yeah.
That has to be a phenomenal race to see in person.
Oh God, I can imagine.
Mate, do you know what the most amazing thing is? You'd be literally stood, like 2 inches from the main road on a town, like surrounded by walls and people's houses and cars and all. The cars are off the side of the road, but they're parked on the drive. And a bike flying past you at 100 mile an hour, this far from your face, and
there he went.
Gone. And it's like, Jesus Christ, just unbelievable. And then when you see the crashes, and you figure out why there's so many guys die on doing this, because they'll literally come around a corner doing 150 mile an hour, skid off, get flipped over the high side, then straight into a wall. It's just it causes so many injuries and so many deaths every year. It's just unreal. But it is what it is. It's probably the most dangerous race in the world.
And it's amazing if you think about it, the amount of people that have died, and it still goes. And considering today's society, how it, how, without getting all political and all that shit, but that it's still going with the amount of, tragic deaths that have occurred from that race.
But let's hope the PC world never gets involved in that, and it just keeps going, because as soon as the PC brigade get hold of that, that'll be at the end of it, and Monkey's right, spectators get killed. They do, because when the rider comes off the bike still does 200 mile an hour, and it goes straight into the pedestrians.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It almost makes rally racing look a little sane.
Yeah.
Something in motion is going to stay in motion till it stops at that speed.
Yeah. But I hope you don't cancel it, and I hope the PC brigade don't get involved, man, because if they do, I think that'll be a sad end to the Isle of Man TT races.
God, and I don't even know. Do you know how long it's been going? How many years? I know it dates back quite a ways.
I think it's been going since it's either after the Second World War or before. I think it's probably after the Second World War, if I'm honest. But it's been going for years, man, years and years. I mean, like I said, my granddad used to race it, and he's been dead 20 years now. So, it was a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely nuts.
Yeah, Jason, you're right. The sidecar racing as well. The TT sidecars, they're just crazy as well.
Oh, the passenger is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I was just watching a whole fucking video on that today while I was sitting down in a lumberyard waiting to get unloaded, a video on some of that sidecar racing. It's like, fuck that.
Wow.
Monkey saying 1907.
1907, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Crazy.
That's way back. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, those sidecar races are insane no matter where they are.
Fuck, that dates back before Sturgis or Laconia. I mean, before, any of the motorcycle stuff started going in the United States.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that far back, but that's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. It is.
That is nuts. So I guess as we're starting to wrap up a little bit, what is the plans for your channel? Do you have any plans on where you'd like to go with it? I mean, is there anything you'd like to? Are you trying to steer? Or are you just having fun with it? I mean,
I'm just having fun with it, mate. If I'm honest, I mean, I love doing the videos, and like I said, I love doing the motorcycle road trip videos. And I also like doing the live streams, you know, on a Friday night. And, you know, I think the live streams are not just for me, they're for everybody, you know, and we all come on, we have a good time. And we don't just talk about bikes. I look at it like a bunch of guys going to the pub and having a good time, you know, and I think that comes across in the live streams. And everybody's welcome to watch, come in, join in, whatever, you know. And I really do enjoy doing those live streams. It's really good. But no, nothing special for the channel, man. I'm just carrying on, plodding away, and you know, doing the odd video every week. And I think my biggest one this year will be obviously the Sturgis videos and stuff. They'll be
the Sturgis video. That's you can shoot a squirrel eating a peanut. It's the buffalo chip. There's 30,000 views right there.
Exactly. I mean, the one I did in 2017, like I said, was just literally a camera on top of my head, on top of my helmet, and then me just, you know, walking around. And that's nearly 500,000 views just off that crap. And it's awful. It's horrendous.
That's awesome. But you know, the best part, I love what you said, is you're having fun, and that's what it's all about. And well, in my opinion, I mean, everybody has their reasons for it, but when you see somebody says, you know, what's your plans? I don't know, I'm having fun. Then fucking hey, that's awesome.
Mate, the way I look at it is, it doesn't pay the bills, so why not have fun with it? You know, it doesn't pay the bills.
Amen. I love that.
You know, so
well, especially if you're doing like the lives and you're doing content, it's a lot of work, and you have to. I mean, to me, that's the enjoyment of doing these, is that you get to see the same people every week, hopefully, and you get to interact.
Absolutely.
Get to make fun of moto noggin. I mean, what's not to love?
Mate, I mean,
Junior.
Just to give you an example, I look at it as if I've got hundreds of mates around the world now, but I've never met them. You know, and to sort of put that into context, I've never met Marine Rider, or I've never met Professional Monkey. But we're going to Sturgis this year, and I'm going to Sturgis with Marine Rider. You know, with campsites and stuff, and we're gonna have a good time. And you know, we're gonna have a few beers. I'm sure that, you know, when I meet Pro Monkey and the rest of the guys down there, it'll be like we've known each other for years, because you know we technically have, but we've just never shook hands. And that's, you know, for me, that's awesome. It really is, and that speaks volumes for the biker community, I think.
I think it's great because, I mean, Denver and I have never met, you know, and I talk to Denver every day. You know, it's so great that this motorcycle community is so accepting, and you don't have to be in it long to really just to jump in there, and, you know, and you can build a friendship. And like you said, there's people that, you know, there's everyone, you know, it's just amazing. Like anywhere here, I can go ride and probably run into somebody, or at least find somebody to meet up with.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think it's absolutely.
I'm like a sailor, as they used to say. Not a girl in every port, but I've got a bed in every port, as it were. And everybody's always like, yeah, come and stay with me, passing through, give me a shout, stay with me, we'll go for a pint. That's how amazing it is, and I think it's really awesome, and it really is.
It is, and that's what the community should be about. You know, it's about building a brand and building a
camaraderie.
Yeah, the camaraderie. You know, it's really about that. You know, and there's so many people in this community that give back so much, and there's the opportunity, like you said, you can go anywhere and run into somebody. You know, it's if you have a bike and I have a bike, we're automatically friends. It's just the nature of the business, and it's so weird because if you would have told me that beforehand, I never would have believed you.
Yeah.
You know, it's so weird. You go to a gas station, somebody else has a bike, and next thing you know, you're riding with them, and you don't know them, but now they're your friend.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's an awesome community.
It is. Absolutely, mate. 100% agree.
It absolutely is.
Awesome. Well, I think we're going to wrap this up. Denver, do you have anything you want to talk about before we wrap up? Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. So tell us where we can find you on social media, so everybody gets the make sure they check out your channel, and
that's right,
everywhere else, Instagram, all that, TikTok.
Sure.
What are you doing?
Yeah, no, everything, mate. Basically, from obviously YouTube, it's all under that name down there. It's literally the military biker on everything. You know, what's the holding hand things is weird. It is
not if you're running and skipping and skipping.
Wait a minute. So you're saying we're not going to see pictures of you in the military biker holding hands at Sturgis? I'm so disappointed.
Depends how drunk we get, doesn't it? I suppose. But yeah, no, I'm on all social medias, man. TikTok, fucking YouTube, Instagram, face rape, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, everything.
That's awesome. Oh shit, the old face place. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You have to go at least 3 hours when Scouse is on. So I know why you're saying that. My record live stream is 14 hours, just to let you know.
14 hours?
14 hours. Yeah.
Jesus, that's hardcore.
Yeah. That was one angry weekend when I got off eventually. Mrs. wasn't too happy.
I had the idea of thinking that we should do as a community some sort of fundraiser and do it with enough people where you could keep passing it off and the live stream could go, 24 hours or something.
Yeah. Like a baton, like a marathon passing the baton every time.
Yeah, I think but keep it on the same channel and just have people come in and go and just have some fun. I think it would be really great.
That'd be cool. Yeah,
it'd be a lot of fun.
That could be interesting. Try to figure out all the logistics of making it happen and having somebody to have control to let other people in.
Yeah, but you could do it because you could just share the password out. You do it one time. It's only for StreamYard. Yeah. You could do something really interesting. I think it would be really interesting to do for some sort of cause, and then do it where it's 24 hours of like Hands Across America. Where it could be. I mean, you figure if you had 24 people, theoretically, everybody only has to do an hour.
I was actually thinking about that a while back and doing a 24-hour marathon for the vets food bank and all the money raised.
Oh, that would be a terrific idea.
Yeah.
Oh, Bodine's in the house. Hello, Mr. Bodine. I think he's getting 18-inch apes on his road glide. That's what I heard. That's a rumor.
Nice.
He's going to be a bagger bro pretty soon. He's taking the channel in a different direction.
Yeah, well, one of these days I'm going to get some new ones too. It's on the list.
I think that would be a really cool idea, especially for like veterans or something that's like an important fun, because the veteran tie-in for bikers is huge.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And that was going to be the thing. All the money raised in the super chat, side chat, whatever it's called, would go directly to the food bank here in Calgary, and and the veterans I wouldn't get the money, I wouldn't take the money at least, and that'd go to the vets food bank. And that's what I do with every time I get a super chat on the side when I do live streams. I take that money out and hand that to the veterans food bank anyway. So all the money that comes through the super chats goes to the vets food bank every time I do a live stream anyway. So that would just exacerbate the fact and make it a little bit more worthwhile.
Yeah, Dabir, we have to make that happen. Let's work on that as a community. I think that would be really good.
I think it'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, it would be.
Gonna have to be on a weekend.
Yeah, but you figure on a weekend, there's enough of us in the community. You could even do it on once
Saturday.
a month.
Do it on a Saturday. I think that'd be ideal for everybody.
Because I'm going to need beer. You have to stock
Oh yeah,
up.
Me too.
Oh yeah, you'd have to have prime slots as well, and see who could do the sort of the prime slots at drinking time and stuff like that.
It'd be like the telethon where people aren't making sense at the end, and I just want to tell everybody.
Yeah, beer and Jameson. We're good to go.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm still waiting for that Jameson sponsorship. They haven't called me back.
I can help you out with that. Funnily enough, I'll tell you a quick story before we end. Jameson's whiskey is actually owned by my old squadron leader.
No shit. The Jameson Orange is fucking amazing.
Someone will need to be paid. Have a paid stream account.
I have one. We could do it. One of us could do it. It's not.
Yeah, I got one.
I got one.
Yeah, I have one.
Wait a minute, Monkey. You don't have a professional. The guy's got 9 bikes.
See, that's why mine. I get the little logo because I spent that $25 or whatever.
Well, I only spent 10. I've got like half the real one, but it's still paid.
You cheap ass.
Yeah. See, look, we already got Bodine coming in. It's Monkey's too cheap, said the man with 18 bikes. I'm sorry, Monk. What's Mrs. Monkey Ride again? I'm just trying to understand the cheap comment.
Shit, the CBS.
Exactly,
right.
On this week, I bought this, but I can't do the whole StreamYard thing. But I bought this video.
StreamYard's too expensive, but let me take a gander at this bike that costs more than your car. He has bikes
check out the one next to it.
He does, yeah. He's right. He has bikes to provide, but that's true.
That's right. Yeah, they take a lot of support.
Brilliant.
I mean, you have to work hard so your bikes can have a better life. And
right.
I think that's really important. So yeah, we really need to work on that. I think that would be a great mission.
Yeah. I think it would be fucking awesome.
Definitely. Pick a charity. If it's going to be for vets, pick a veterans charity somewhere and just do that. That'd be amazing. Or each person who does the live picks a different charity for when they're doing their live stream, and then
that might be hard though. I think it would be better to focus on one.
Yeah, trying to divide it each time. I think that could be a little turn.
Yeah, maybe
an issue, but yeah, do it. Pick one. Say, you did it quarterly, 4 times a year. The next time, hey, so it's your turn to pick the charity, and it rotate, and everybody gets a pick a charity that they want to help benefit. And
oh, that's a brilliant idea, doing it every quarter, and you could do it for different charities. Oh, that's a really good idea.
I've got to go. The first charity could be getting Professional Monkey a paid up live StreamYard account.
Well, that would be the first hour fundraiser,
and then the second one could be getting Austin a fucking non-stock exhaust.
After we get big, we'll start supporting ourselves.
Exactly. Single moms, Dallas people. Yeah. Not like some motovloggers out there that in the past have said, "Give me all your money because I want a new computer." All that type of crap. Anyway, that's a different story.
Well, you could. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to even say it.
That's a different story altogether.
So we are going to do things for good.
5.
Yeah, that's going to be when you get really drunk on the 24-hour live stream and just go off the rails.
Yeah, just.
And then that way we can get on social media and be like, "Do you hear what the military biker's saying live?" And then people just storm it.
Naked live streams and that.
Maybe the first hour could be
TikTok blow up.
Yeah, first hour is going to be me and El Buffalo, just yelling and screaming at each other.
Yeah,
I think that's Mrs. Monkey's calling to work. Well, sir, sounds like you got a good night ahead of you.
Yeah, indeed.
Good luck, Mr. Monkey.
Oh, Jesus, that got personal.
Yeah, the queen is calling.
Well, fuck, it's all monkey business.
Monkey business.
Yeah, we can set up I have a Teams account. We can set up a Teams meeting whenever you want to, Beard. I can farm that out for you.
I'm in. That sounds like
the plus of being a Teams admin. Yeah, no, I think that we really should do that. I think that's a really good idea.
Oh, I'm fucking down.
Let's come down with some charities. Let's throw it out there. Let's get all we can and have some fun with it.
Agreed, man.
Yeah,
I think it would be a great idea. I think that's a
great thing. Fucking in closing, we're gonna work on this and get a group of guys together, 10, 12, whoever, and we get some people together, and I think this is a killer thing, and we need to make this happen soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we'll DeBeard and everyone else. Let's if you guys are in, shoot me a PM and we'll figure it out. I think it would be a fantastic idea to. Yes, DeBeard, absolutely. We're gonna make it for everybody. I mean, if you want to show up, I think all the better. I mean, hell, all the better. We could just keep going. At this point, we could probably go 48 hours. But I think it's a really good idea. Yeah. I think it sticks with the mission, and certainly I'd like to give back. So that's fantastic. So now we see you've come on and you have created a movement, sir.
Yeah, brilliant, man. Sounds good. I'm in.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, I love it.
And then just a reminder, myself, Denver, and our better halves are going to be on with Professional Monkey Friday night. That'll be interesting.
Oh yeah, my wife is scared shitless and freaking out.
My wife's already stocking up the liquor cabinet, so nothing good's going to come of that last stream.
Oh, trust me, I've been stocking mine up every day. But yeah, and then Sunday we got Ty from Tennessee on the V-Twin Life. We'll be talking bikes and getting Ty's backstory of how he got into life on two wheels. And that's going to be cool. Ty's a pretty solid dude. It's going to be fun.
Ty's an awesome guy. He's a great member of the community. So.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't have anything else to plug, I think we're going to wrap it, and I'll definitely be in touch. Let's make that happen. The sooner the better. Yeah, I think it's a fantastic idea. So, well, guys, thank you so much. And as always, thank you for the community for your support. And hopefully you'll join us Monkey on Friday because Kate's going to be drunk AF. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, so is my wife. I'm going to work on that.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Just hang tight for the green room. And then, everyone, we will see you Friday at 8:00 on Monkey's channel. Oh, actually, DeBeard, are you doing the live stream tomorrow? I don't remember if they are or not. Check out Baggers and Brews and make sure they're not doing a live stream. I don't recall if they are tomorrow or not.
I think they are. They're doing one soon. I think it might be tomorrow, actually.
Okay. Well, DeBeard, I apologize, but I'll repost it if you are. So check out and see if Baggers and Brews is doing a live stream tomorrow, and we will see you on Monkey at 8. Please, everyone, be safe, and please remember you're not alone. Thanks, as always, for listening, guys. See ya.
Cheers, guys.
Later.
See ya.